So we are loading into our, I think it's probably my first ever Rome 2 online battle. I have no idea how this is going to go. I thought it was a sensible choice to pick the Romans since I thought I may actually stand at least some chance by doing that. We shall see quite how badly this goes, quite how quickly it goes bad. We'll see in a minute. I've got like basically a line of Roman infantry with a little bit of cavalry and a little bit of missile support. I just kind of went fairly traditional, I guess. So, yeah. So you'll see I went for some auxiliary Syrian archers. It's actually really kind of quite heavily, they look cool though, don't they? Quite heavily armoured. So then, the front line mostly consists of just some very heavy melee infantry, just from proper legionary cohorts. I didn't go super expensive, super duper heavy ones, because then I just wouldn't be able to afford as many because of the money we had on the battle setup. So I thought that was sensible. Then we've got a general, who I had a bit of spare points, I put some experience on, and a unit of cavalry on the flank. I'm probably going to double flank all the cavalry on this side. Given the relatively steep and narrow pass here, I think this is going to be fine. And I'm kind of okay with this setup, I think. Although I may widen our formation slightly. Oops.
By your command.
Let's bring these guys down here. Just slightly, quite like that. Need a line, please. Like that. So then we're arraying on a wider front. I think these archers probably can go with these breasts and sort of spread along the back a little bit more as well. Because I think it's unlikely he's going to be really pushing hard around this little gap here, because it doesn't really give him a lot in terms of terrain. So assuming that we're going to be on the defensive, which isn't necessarily actually the case, is it? The ammunition types have we got? They actually do heavy shot, increased damage, less range accuracy. Causes less damage, but it's a fearsome sound, affects morale. Huh, cool. Nice. Okay, well I think that's pretty much all we have got to do to set up. We've got our Triarii, I think, right on the flanks, I say. Oh no, our Triarii is now here in the middle. Our heavy spear infantry. I think we'll go for that. What are we facing off against? So, some serious spearmen. Dear. Always moving fast and hard. What are our cavalry like? Are they actually heavy cavalry? Oh dear, not really. Oh god, I'm scared already. He has a lot of cavalry. Look at all his cavalry. I'm probably going to stick these in guard mode, to be honest.
Hold position.
Just to sort of see how it goes. The army is on a hill. I am on a hill.
Legionary
Let's
cavalry.
push over this way with
Forward.
some of our legionary cavalry. I think these are just medium cavalry,
Riders
aren't
at
they?
the double.
I don't really want to go head to head with some of his cavalry, I don't think. Yeah, medium melee cavalry. Oh, he's got some very heavy spear infantry here moving up the centre. But his flank seems strong, but his centre isn't all that, is it really? My worry is I feel I have some security from his cavalry here in the middle because, you know, it's a relatively central position. How are we going to do this? I think I'm going to consolidate. Oh, that didn't go quite according to plan. Let's select all you lot. That's going to leave me those three on the end. Okay, that's fine. Let's consolidate my line here. Then we're going to move our archers up just behind the line. And then that's going to give me 3 units as like a backwards sandwiching force to sort of cover my archers. Because I think if I go forwards, he's going to easily be able to flank, and these units are going to be my rear defending force. And because he's gone for a relatively compact line, you know, it's not that deep, it's not that wide, is he? It's just relatively more deep. And I think throwing myself at the front is a more likely viable option. These super heavy infantry, thorax swordsmen. I'm concerned by the number of the cavalry he's got, probably more than anything. I think that's going to be hard for us to deal with. He hasn't got... Has he got any ranged? No. So we hold the range advantage. That's worth bearing in mind. Let's wait for the rest of our people to get into position. Probably with very heavy infantry. They're very slow. Romans bob along. So wait till we're in position, and then we'll think about starting to make some moves, I think. I think we're going to slowly edge forwards, get into, at least into archer range. You know, we're superior on the infantry. I think I'm going to go ahead and say that's probably our strength. And I want to push into his block and try and pressure his block, particularly the centre, where it's not so strong. Yeah. Oh, he's moving. Okay. Our infantry are still positioning themselves. Including our Triaro here at the back of a heavy spear infantry. Let's have a look what he's doing. He's sending a lot of his forces out on some sort of flanking mission. I think I want to stay fairly centrally together. I don't think I want to go out on some great flanking ordeal, because I don't think that's going to be good for us. Keep together, keep clustered, keep safe. Let's see how it goes. Oh, I can't pass forward. I'm playing a human. For some reason, I just thought it was the AI there for a moment. Okay, so we'll line up our people here at the back. So he's a little bit further down in the south, and he's pushing some of his infantry up here to the north.
Melee troops!
Should we break off a contingent?
For the gods!
And then let's pull these units back here. Obviously not the most exciting start to a game, as I'm sure sure you're now finding. But there's a purpose. Well, I don't know if there is a purpose to it. In my mind, there's a purpose to it. I think... What happens? Can I just move the whole lot forwards? No, that did not go according to plan. Is there an... Ah! Why would you go that way?
Advance at speed!
Okay, that kept everyone in a slightly better formation, didn't it?
At speed! Ready and waiting!
Starting to apply pressure. We're going to come into range of our archers soon.
At the double!
Let's move our archers up. And then we can start to bombard some of these central units.
We await your orders! Fire on the enemy!
Oh. They have the ability to shoot. What are they shooting with? They obviously have units behind the lines. I can't see. Okay, well, we're now turning into an arch duel. I didn't expect them to have anything there. Kind of caught me by surprise. Let's get the cavalry forwards, just doing a little bit of a scouting mission. Are our archers taking casualties? Not very many.
Riders, advance!
But then neither are their people, so it's not a particularly...
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Awaiting orders!
Let's focus our attention there. We're probably going to come into range of some of these enemy archer fire soon. Okay, here comes the enemy cavalry charging down the hill.
Right, quickly now! Riders at the
Take the fight if it's going to sort of happen here.
Quickly now! Engage!
Not a very central location. I don't know if I like this. Right. This is how things escalate, isn't it? Infantry advance! How's our archer duel going? No, not very well. Is the general conclusion to that. Precision shot, what does that do?
Precision shot! Proud Romans!
They're going to have to pull out. Yeah, which they will do.
Brave Romans to a man!
We extricated ourselves from the fight. Pull back with our cavalry. Let's just go and see if we can be really cheeky. What would happen if I do that? Let's get them to run away. I'm going to disrupt their missile line.
Advance at speed!
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Okay, pull back. That was just being a bit cheeky, wasn't it?
Riders advance!
I'm just trying to basically stop some of their units from getting away with quite so much. And because it causes them to do this, you see. This is exactly what I wanted to do. It causes them to have to move to pull back. Because they pulled their cavalry away too early.
Riders advance!
Okay, nice job. And we didn't even take many casualties doing that. And look at their hoplites all over the place.
Archers!
Cease fire. Okay, let's return to shooting some of their medium infantry then. Okay, well that was an interesting start. I don't think we've done so badly off the start. It's just a very slow-paced game. Okay, thinking about making some moves now by the looks of things. Starting to have a bit more luck. Oh, we're starting to get some good damage in there now. Okay, starting to push up into certain positions. I'm going to pull my archers back a line.
Double time.
And these 2 units, I'm going to push down here onto this flank here.
For the guards. Brave
And you're going to push around.
Tribunus. Orders.
Let's just keep our generals safe.
Romanianus. Ready for duty.
Because obviously I don't want our general to get killed. That would be the worst thing. I'm pushing these 2 units down because I want to give the flank supremacy if it turns into an engagement like that.
Archers.
Which ones were we shooting at? These ones. Keep your attention on there. Okay, I think this is going to come to a head very shortly, isn't it? Let's push this line up. Let's do these ones.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Walking, please.
Legionary
Run, Romans, not barbarians. We need to run.
And the double. Orders.
Keep your unit back there as a flanking unit.
Archers.
How are my archers getting on? Badly. Start to focus down some
The
of their
men are
archers again.
wavering.
Oh, our archers are really struggling now. Okay, so come on. Such a strange experience. Right, let's push you people down. I feel we're not in such a good position anymore. I thought we were, but I'm not quite so convinced anymore.
By your command. Legionary cohort.
Okay, I think we go for this.
Your orders. Victory for Rome. Orders. Advance.
Okay, you two got to double time it down here. First volleys are out. Okay, and the battle is basically on. Some of their javelins are in full retreat. We're going to force this gap here. They're trying to bring in reinforcements to plug the hole. You know, fighting these hoplites is going to be very hard for us, I think.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Push you through there. Push you around. Push you up.
Melee troops awaiting orders.
Let's try and engage these people properly. How are we going? So far so good. Our infantry seem to be doing a really good job. Keep up the volley. We are going to end up getting probably engaged here. Push back up. How's the fights going against these very heavy hoplites? Not so well. How about down here south? You see, we're engaging these heavy infantry, which is not so good for us, but we do seem to be doing okay actually. And elsewhere in the battle, the actual central of the battle is not going so badly. Where's our cavalry gone?
Sons of Mars.
Okay, let's bring you lot in to engage down here.
General. Advance.
These people are going to basically engage you there, to be honest. Those heavy spearmen are actually doing a very good job of holding, even though they're completely surrounded. A remarkably good job, to be honest. And our archers are slowly pinning down their guys as well. So how they're looking down here, they're heavy thorax spearmen. I think we're winning that fight. Well, actually, we're definitively winning that fight. That's good. Our legatus has been caught here. Our archers, sorry. So let's send in our general. It's a bit of a risk though.
Legionary cavalry. March. Advance. For glory.
Our general is under attack.
Yeah, I know our general's under attack. It's not really what we want to be doing. We're winning the central fight, which is obviously good.
Legionary cohorts.
We are winning down here. Well, they're pretty much drawn. Our legionaries are broken. Why have they broken? And we had them completely surrounded. Feels unreasonable, doesn't it?
Romans, ready for duty.
How's this going? Okay, this is not going so well. Let's get our general out of here if we can.
Riders, advance. Forward.
Try and pull out general because he really cannot afford to die.
Advance at speed.
Let's go and recharge these thorax heavy spearmen. Down here, it's a pretty neck and neck fight with our cavalry. Our cavalry are pretty much matched, aren't they? So there's more thorax heavy spearmen. Actually, let's push you through.
Our men flee the field of battle.
Bring you around
This
here.
is a shameful display.
Their enemy general's a much bigger unit than mine. Let's try and rear flank these guys. See if we can sort of think about trying to get them to rout. Let's pull you round actually, rather than fighting just head on. If you can form into a unit, that would be nice. Because they're now wavering. How's things looking over here? Badly. Our archers are pretty much dead, but I kind of knew that was going to be the case. Their thorax heavy spearmen are routing. These guys are wavering, but they're not quite going yet. You can now charge into the back there, look. Once this whole lot's gone, I'm going to envelop this whole lot further around and go for the next block. Our spearmen here in the centre are not going quite so well. We've sort of seemed to have got ourselves fairly enveloped, which I kind of wasn't expecting. I thought we'd got more of an advantage than this. Okay, they've gone. Right. You, come on, get moving. Come round, come round, come round, come round.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
You go there. You, come. Here. And you're going to rear flank there. The cavalry are going to go... Just need to stay safe, to be honest, actually. Pull you back down here. Are they... Some of the enemy thought spearmen still broken. Really tough fight going on there. The central fight should think about starting to go a little bit better now, I would have thought. Now we've got these enemy spearmen completely surrounded. Although we're having a hard time here in the centre still against a lot of these enemies. We're surrounded on quite a few fronts, to be honest. Oh, they're waving, they're broken. Nice, 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 nice. Let's keep our general safe. Oh, our cavalry's come back. What's it caught? Some of our archers. That's fine.
At your service, legionary cohort.
Okay, and that's more their generals just trying to, their cavalry just trying to buy themselves time, I think.
An entire
Try and
unit
get our
has
way out of here.
perished.
Pull out, pull through our own infantry. If they wish to charge into my infantry with their general unit, that's fine. I just want to keep my general out of this and alive. My sole aim, basically.
General, by your advance and speed.
Don't break up. Keep the fight going there. So elsewhere, we're holding, I think, to be honest.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Come on, you. Forwards.
And speed.
Oh, this is tough, isn't it?
Jupiter gives us legionary cohort. Legatus.
Okay, so we've got more enemies coming down here. How's this fight going? Not so well.
Brave Romans to a man.
Oh, we've got to get around the flank of these people. These are some of these heavy melee infantry, though. Going to be hard for us. So get you over there. Are people gaining some more experience? Looks like these enemy hoplites are about to waver, which is good and rout. Which is exactly what we want. It's still a really close battle. We've not definitively lost this yet, which I'm actually kind of surprised at, to be honest. I was kind of expecting it to be lost by now. Yeah, our generals found their enemy ranged units. Bring you around. We've got people on all flanks now. I want to get properly round with these guys before I go in. There we go, so right across their back now. So now they're surrounded on multiple flanks. The enemy's here, and our units are no longer surrounded in quite the same way as they were, which is certainly good for us. But they're still charging their cavalry. All our other cavalry are dead, so we're kind of in a tough spot. Let's bring these around and rear flank some of these enemy heavy hoplites. Since they're now kind of not in a particularly great way, we might be able to get through them relatively quickly. It's still these heavy thorax, heavy infantry that are really proving the most difficult for us, though. Oh, look, some of our legion cavalry are wavering. Mostly because we're so surrounded by enemy cavalry. Come on, dudes. Hang on in there. We should be able to win. Okay, we've got these guys wavering now. Trying to break these heavy... There, they've gone, they've gone, they've gone. Nice, 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 nice. Pull you round. Pull you round, please.
Your orders.
Okay, it's going
Our
well.
men
It's going
flee
well.
the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Bring you back round there, look.
Orders.
Your whole lot now are on those thorax heavy. Slowly starting to wear down some of the enemy's prime infantry. They've got a lot of cavalry remaining.
One of our
I don't
units
think
has used all its
actually going to be
ammunition.
that helpful for them. Those guys are slowly fighting their way down. More units actually struggling. It's not going so well here, is it? Send our more elite heavy commander cavalry against these guys. Oh dear, didn't necessarily go so well. Well, actually worse for them, by the looks of it. Let's try and kill that enemy unit of enemy cavalry.
Our men flee
Oh,
the
it's so
field of
close!
battle.
Please don't rout
This is
everyone.
a
Hang on in
shameful
there.
display.
The enemy cavalry does give them a lot of flexibility in a way that we haven't had in this battle. You know, we're being much more reliant just on our heavy infantry to hold us off. For example, they've still got all these thorax heavy infantry that roaming themselves around. Surely these guys here must be routing. They're surrounded. And 57. Come on, surely they must rout first, please. I'm surrounded up there as well, so it's not looking good for us. I'm going to try and reflank these guys and see if I can do enough to get them to rout. I'm not sure who's going to go here first. Us or them. So we've got some of the more enemy reinforcements starting to come in. So I really need to start to think about trying to make the kill here.
Spears ready! Advance! Melee troops awaiting orders.
You main people being stuck in here. How's this fight going against these people in the middle? It's pretty neck and neck, I think, isn't it? Okay, looks like they've actually decided to rout now. Okay, push up, push up, push up, push up, push up. Stuck in. And we go on the flank. Back down here, how are things going? Good, we actually routed them. Nice job, nice job, nice job. Cavalry, form back up over here, please. You guys move around. We can actually grab this back. I think we might actually be doing this, you know.
Our men flee the field of
battle.
battle.
Oh no, they've routed. Down them.
This is a shameful display.
Get engaged, get engaged, get engaged. Move around, please. Come hither. Shame those people routed there.
Double time!
We're not all lost yet.
Orders!
And now get into the back, please. There we go. If you can not be fighting in a column, that would be ideal. Okay, so we've got them surrounded. There's a bit of a fight going on here in the middle. Cavalry is engaging there. That's fine. So you two start to come up here. You're going to have to run even though you're exhausted. I know. This is such a good game. I like this multiplayer battling. It's really intense. It's in some sense it's more intense than Arena. I don't know if it's a good way or not. It's very much harder to control. You know, when I was getting overwhelmed with units in Arena, I'm really overwhelmed now with 20 units going on. Okay, so we're struggling up here in the north because a lot of our units are now routing because we got completely surrounded. Yeah, they've routed. That is not what I wanted.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
We're pinning them down now for when these lot get stuck in. But fighting with our general is probably not such a good move. Okay, they routed. That is perfect.
Orders! At the double! Out at speed! Orders!
Try and keep these cavalry pinned down. Because we're starting to diminish their cavalry force now. But we've still got a good full strength unit here fighting their very heavy sword infantry, which are now going to start to get outflanked by the enemy cavalry. Okay, let's start to bring our general around. I mean, we're basically committed to using our general now, whether we like it or not. And I don't like it, frankly, because it's a really bad idea. Because if he gets killed, then that's really the end of us. But we have no choice. Let's basically commit to this engagement now. Let's turn on their general. We're now reliant on our infantry getting it in time. Our general is obviously a much heavier horse and he is experienced, but I don't know if it's still going to be enough still. No, don't do that, you idiots. This way, they're going to rout, aren't they? No, please hang on in there. Come on, general, don't you rout on me. Reinforcements are seconds away. Seconds. Oh, you fool. Okay, that really spells the end for us, I think. We can't win with that. It's a real shame. You'd think they'd know that reinforcements were coming, wouldn't you? Ah, it's a shame. And they've still got a good unit of the historic spearmen. Yeah, 68 left. I don't think I can pull this back unless this unit here recovers momentarily.
Break the lines!
Try and engage these people.
Proud Romans all!
Oh god, these guys have been engaged.
Orders!
Are these looking like they're going to be wavering at all? It's come down to such a close battle. We're now going to get rear flanked by this enemy cavalry though. And there's not a lot I'm going to be able to do about it. They're in their wedge. They're going to get stuck right in. Oh, the devastation. Some of the cinematics. This is our final stand. I think our people are going to end up routing here. I think they maybe have routed.
Our men flee the field of battle.
I think that pretty much spells the end of that. Unless we can get these enemy thorax spearmen to rout at the same time, would be our only hope for this to go well. Oh, they have. Should we form a square? Square! It's like Waterloo. We're going to form. It's like an episode of Sharp. We're going to form a square against these enemy cavalry. Okay, it's going to be a really interesting situation. I'm now surrounded with one unit in the middle of the map, surrounded by enemy cavalry. The balance of power, you might have been sitting on my head. If I move that way, you can see it's like really neck and neck. Is my square going to hold out? Oh no, they're all on me. Hold square! They're wavering, but it's not going to be enough to break them actually, is it? They don't actually take that many casualties fighting my square, look. As you can see. Oh god. Whereas I do. Come on, kill them. 34. So yeah, we don't do any damage to them, that's the problem.
Square formation!
Oh no, they're going to get charged before they're in square. They take any casualties from this fighting the square? Not really. Oh, these guys have recovered.
Attack their position!
Come on, if you could hold and actually do some damage, that would be enormously useful. But I fear it is not to be. I don't think we're really doing much damage on each charge, you see. We're not really able to resist. We're not like a phalanx where we actually cause damage to them each time.
The enemy general is dead.
Although their general's just died, so that's something. Still form your square. I know it takes you time each time. 41 of them still. Still too many of them for me to realistically do anything about. I think we are probably going to be routing very soon. And they're exhausted. They're just continually in melee, aren't they? I think everyone is on the floor, aren't they? Do they take any casualties? No, pretty much not. Yeah, it's just able to rinse and repeat, and charge and repeat, and I'm not able to do any damage against him. Takes like maybe one casualty each time, maybe, most. And now I'm going to get rear flanked. And here spells the end. It's sort of repeated rinsing and charging. It's been a good battle. I have actually genuinely quite enjoyed this. It's the first pod I've played. I just thought I'd do it for a bit of fun. But that was a nice little battle there. I actually quite a good fight there down to the end. We actually inflicted more losses on him, but it just wasn't enough for us able to bring it back. Our archers did quite a good amount of damage, and obviously our infantry was pretty key in that. With our Terraria actually not being so effective, maybe we would have been better off just with some ordinary legionaries. But those thorax spearmen, swordsmen, were the toughest things for us to deal with. Really quite hard for us to fight. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little sort of battle we've had today. It's something a little bit different. I certainly kind of enjoyed doing it actually. But in multiplayer mayhem, that might be the title. That'd actually be quite a good title. If you have enjoyed it, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Subscribe to the channel for lots more Total War Arena content. No, not Total War Arena, just Total War content. Oh, I feel sad now. Just Total War content, and I shall see you all on the next video.